I started this painting and decided to video the process, what I had gotten done so far, aside from the drawing. I drew the girl, and then I painted the skin part of her, and then I laid some blue, it was a sky blue that was pre-mixed, and I put some white that was a cell activator. By adding a lot more Floetrol, it created the cells when I swiped the white with the blue. So that's what I've gotten done so far. And now I have pre-mixed some greens. I've got a leaf green. I have a apple tart by Craftsmart. These are Deco Art. This is Deco Art. And then I have a hunter's green by Deco Art. I mix these with a little more water because I'm going to blow out the greens. And so I'm going to put a little of the cell activator white. This has the extra Floetrol in it along the bottom edge here. Not much, just a little bit. I'm actually going to border this part with it too. Helps things when they get blown out too. Let's just do all of that. What the hell, right? And let's do the dark green first. I'm going to add little puddles to blow out. I'm going to start with using the hair dryer to blow out to get bigger blows. That's very pretty, but now I can see where I want something else. Now I'm going to take my mini blower. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to give you a close-up, and this is going to have to sit and dry for a while. All right, this is what we have so far. So the bottom, green leaves, and the left side that goes up into the sky part there. So when we do her hair, it's going to blend into some of that green, but I have to wait for this green to dry, not fully, but enough to where the hair actually isn't going to be overtaken by this. But look at that. That's just beautiful. That came out just the way I like. I have to work on the edges. I'll do that right now. But there we have it. All right, I'm getting ready to do the hair. This dried rather nicely. And I'm going to try a new technique for the hair, because normally I just pour directly on and then swipe. But this time I'm going to combine them in a cup, the colors in a cup, and pour and then swipe. So I want to test it on a small, tiny canvas before I ruin my main painting here. And hopefully it comes out. So I'm just going to do a bit of a test by combining the colors for the hair. And I only need a small amount. Let's move that aside. For the colors of the hair. This is a yellow gold. Whoops. And this color is a red berry. It's Deco Art. And I made that up, pre-mixed it with Floetrol and a little water. Not much, because I don't want it runny. I don't want it thin. So I've got the red berry, the gold, and then Carousel Pink, which is Deco Art. I'm going to add a little fuchsia, which is Anita's brand. It's a little bit of a darker pink than that. And let's see, I think I'll top it with this. Again, this is just the test. So I'm just going to, I like these cups. I got them at the dollar store because when I want to do a pour and I don't want to pour it from the cup and get too much, this controls it a little better. So for the swipe, usually I use paper towels often, but I actually wanted to try parchment paper, so I cut up parchment paper into thin strips. So let's just see how this is going to look. I don't have as much control as I do with the paper towels on the swipe. The colors are really nice. Very nice. Okay, I just want to, yeah, I think this will work nicely. I think I want a little more gold in there, but, oops, that's dripping. Anyway, I'm going to go with that. That's going to work for me. So now let's set that aside and do the hair on here. So I'm going to use the same cup. Let's just mix this up. Got the red berry. I forgot the order. And this time I want to add a little more gold, so I will be putting a little more gold in there. All right, here we go. And this has to be a controlled pour where I want the hair without running into everything else that I don't want it to run into. Running out of paint. I'm going to have to add some more paint. I love the colors, and the gold is coming through because I added more gold, which I'm going to do again. It's totally running into her face, which I did not want. I'll do touch-ups to the face later. But this is where, and I'm going to actually swipe that before it keeps going. Yeah, I don't like the parchment paper for swiping. Cutting up some of this. I should have done this in advance. I'm going to spray it, just the end, because now I can place it on here with a little more control of where it goes. That's better. Much better. See, I can go around the face. Missed a spot. Getting a lot of bubbles. Hang on a second. Get the bubbles out of there real quick. And then I gotta do this side. Oops. I gotta fix that. Maybe I'll do that with a brush. A little more control. So let's take a look at, so this was a dirty pour on her hair. Instead of having me pour individually and then swipe, I just mixed them, and it actually came out rather nice that way. So, as I said, I've got to touch up the face a bit, but you know, that's not done anyway. And then I have the bouquet of flowers to do left, but I want to wait for the hair to dry. So, we're almost there. All right, this is pretty much finished, and I played around with it off camera. And what I did was I added some green, more green along the bottom. I also played with the hair and did a few more things in the hair area. And then the flowers, I wanted to do that on camera, but I ended up doing it off, and I apologize for that. So I'm going to show you what I did to create the little flowers that she is holding. And basically I poured it on this parchment paper, kind of like you would do just directly on a canvas. And I just put the colors on top of each other, like so. Kind of like what you would do for a balloon press, a balloon smash. And then I took a Q-tip. This is an old Q-tip that I used yesterday, but I'm going to show you what I did. And I just dipped it in the paint, so it's on the Q-tip. And then I just created flowers. Dip a little more. Like so. And I did it in the bunch area. I think I'll put one more over here. I did leave a couple areas so that I could show you on camera. There we go. So essentially, there you have it. It was really easy to just use the Q-tip to create the flowers that I wanted. And I don't want to do too much more on the flowers. All right, so I'll show you a close-up of the whole thing. And then I did the face. I painted the face. I didn't want to bore you with me sitting there doing the details in the face, but the face is done. The hair is the way I want it, and the green framing her is the way I want it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this process, and we'll try something similar yourself.